Reports have suggested fan favourite Darwin Nunez could be coming home to Anfield. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Could Darwin Nunez really be on the verge of a sensational return to Liverpool? It sounds almost impossible, but a fresh report from Spain has sparked speculation that the Uruguayan striker would love nothing more than to make an emotional comeback at Anfield after a frustrating spell in Saudi Arabia. Nunez's move to Al Hilal promised huge financial rewards, with the former Liverpool forward reportedly earning close to £400,000 per week tax-free. However, despite the lucrative contract, his footballing career has stalled dramatically. Following the arrival of Karim Benzema in January, Nunez found himself left out of Al Hilal's league squad for the second half of the season, while ongoing disruption in the Middle East also impacted his opportunities in the Asian Champions League. Now, reports suggest an exit has already been agreed, and according to Mundo Deportivo, Nunez has one destination firmly on his mind: Liverpool. The Spanish outlet claims he would welcome the chance to return to Merseyside, although Barcelona and Chelsea are also monitoring his situation. Barcelona are reportedly considering Nunez as a potential long-term successor to Robert Lewandowski, with Julian Alvarez also on their shortlist. At just 26 years old, the Uruguayan is viewed as a relatively low-cost option if he manages to terminate his deal with Al Hilal. But while Nunez may be dreaming of a second chance at Anfield, there is currently no indication that Liverpool share those ambitions. The striker is expected to lead the line for Uruguay at the upcoming World Cup, yet the Reds have shown no signs of exploring a reunion. On paper, Liverpool could certainly use another attacking option, especially after Hugo Ekitike's serious Achilles injury. However, bringing Nunez back would likely require handing massive wages to a player who may not even be first choice under Andoni Iraola, making any deal financially difficult to justify. What makes the story even more interesting is Nunez's own emotional admission earlier this year. Speaking back in March, he confessed that he misses Liverpool deeply, praising both the supporters and the city for helping him through difficult moments, and admitting that both he and his family still hold a special affection for the club. Those comments have inevitably fueled speculation that unfinished business remains between Nunez and Liverpool. His relentless work rate, pace, and unpredictability could suit Iraola's high-intensity style of play, leaving some fans wondering whether a different manager could finally unlock the consistency that always seemed just out of reach. Of course, others will argue that Liverpool moved on for a reason. Despite flashes of brilliance and unforgettable moments, Nunez struggled to deliver the goals expected from a record signing, and nostalgia may be causing supporters to remember the excitement more than the inconsistency. For now, the prospect of Darwin Nunez returning to Liverpool remains just that, a fascinating possibility rather than a concrete reality. But if circumstances change over the coming weeks, this could become one of the most surprising transfer stories of the summer. In other news, in a stunning revelation that has sent shockwaves through the Liverpool fanbase, former Reds defender Dejan Lovren has claimed that Salah would have 100% stayed at Anfield if one major change had happened sooner. Speaking openly about his close friend, Lovren suggested that the Egyptian king's departure wasn't inevitable after all, but was instead driven by a deteriorating relationship behind the scenes. According to Lovren, Salah never lost his love for Liverpool, but his connection with former head coach Arne Slot had reached a point of no return. The Croatian didn't hold back, insisting that Salah and Slot simply didn't have a good relationship. describing it as the complete opposite of the trust and understanding Salah shared with Jurgen Klopp during their trophy-laden years together. Lovren even went as far as to say that had Slot left earlier, Salah would have remained at Liverpool without hesitation. It's a remarkable claim and one that paints a very different picture of one of the club's biggest departures in recent memory. Throughout the 2025-26 season, there were visible signs that all wasn't well. Salah publicly admitted he had little relationship with his manager before appearing to make further subtle comments as the campaign unfolded. While Liverpool endured a difficult season filled with injuries, underperforming signings, and the heartbreaking loss of Diogo Jota, internal tensions may have played an even bigger role than many supporters realised. The fact that Salah endured arguably his least influential season in a Liverpool shirt only added fuel to the speculation, with many fans questioning whether his frustrations off the pitch were beginning to affect his performances on it. Lovren believes letting a player of Salah's quality leave was a huge mistake, arguing that he still has several years left at the highest level and dismissing suggestions that Liverpool no longer needed him. With Andoni Iraola now taking charge, many supporters will inevitably wonder what might have happened if Salah had stayed for one final season under a new manager. Could a fresh start have reignited one of the Premier League's greatest ever forwards in a Liverpool shirt? Instead, the Reds are left reflecting on what could have been. While Lovren's explosive comments suggest Salah's exit may have been less about the end of an era and more about a relationship that simply couldn't be repaired. Whether Dejan Lovren's claims are entirely accurate or not, they have certainly reignited the debate surrounding Mohamed Salah's departure from Liverpool. If the Egyptian really would have stayed had circumstances changed, then fans will inevitably look back on the 2025-26 season, wondering if one decision altered the club's future. Salah leaves behind an incredible legacy, but these latest comments suggest his Anfield story may have ended far sooner than it needed to. With a new era now underway under Andoni Iraola, Liverpool must move forward without one of the greatest players in the club's history. But the question remains, did the Reds lose Salah because he wanted a new challenge, or because a fractured relationship behind the scenes made staying impossible?